Bills in Britain will soar 80% as energy crisis crashes into Europe. For months, a tsunami of high energy costs has borne down on Europe. On Friday, the first big waves crashed ashore in Britain, with the news that household gas and electricity bills will nearly double in October. The announcement, by Britain's energy regulator, raised the specter of a humanitarian crisis in one of the world's richest countries. Millions of Britons might not be able to afford to heat or light their homes this winter, unless the government steps in on an enormous scale to cushion them from the vagaries of the market. It also rattled British politics in the final days of a hard-fought campaign to replace Prime Minister Boris Johnson. The country seems strikingly unprepared for a crisis foretold ever since Russia jolted global energy markets by cutting back the flow of natural gas to Germany and other European countries. In a country where rising prices have become numbingly familiar at gasoline stations and grocery stores, the sheer magnitude of the increase left many slack-jawed. A typical British household would pay £3,549 over a year for electricity and natural gas, up from the current £1,971. It is an economic war, said David Howell, a former Conservative energy minister. When a new government takes power in September, he said, it will have to come up with £20 billion to £30 billion to aid as many as 15 million vulnerable households. This is hanging over the new Prime Minister, Mr. Howell said. The fallout from Russia's gas cutbacks, which were retaliation against the West for imposing sanctions after its troops invaded Ukraine, will cascade across the continent, raising the cost of the war in different ways in different countries, depending on how much they rely on Russian energy.